Welcome to my channel. In this video I will show you how I created this beautiful handmade bead design step by step. This bead styles is perfect for necklace and others jewelry designs. This tutorial is simple and beginner friendly, so anyone can learn and create something beautiful. So let us start. First, you have to bring this material: needle, scissors, fishing line, bead. This one is stone bead, size 2. Then the other one is we have 2 beads there, stone bead and sand bead and the stone bead. Stone bead is size 7, while sand bead is size 2. Then stopper and other materials. Then first of all, you bring your fishing line, put your needle inside it, then bring one sand bead, put it through and lock it. You see how I lock it there? Then lock it before you start making your bead. Then first of all, select one bead, that's a sand bead. Then select a stone bead, this size 7, select it. Then select another sand bead, then another stone bead. Make it 3 should be 3. Sand bead should be 3, while stone bead should be 3. Then after you might have selected the tray, look at it there, 3. The sand bead is 3, the stone bead should be 3. Then that is 3. Then excluding the one that you used, the one that you tied. The other one, yes, that one is for tying, just to hold the thread. Then you first of all, then that first sand seed, then you put your needle inside it, like this. Yes, this one is 3, the other one is 3. That is perfect. Then after that, you start to make your bead. Then first of all, you have to select 5 sand bead. That is the first one that you have to select. Select 5 sand bead. Then yes, 5 should be 5. Then you pass it through the middle bead. Yes, the middle one, the sand bead, the middle one, where your thread, your fishing line stops. Then you select the sand bead, pass it through the middle sand bead there. Then you select your sand bead again. It should be 5. In fact, from here now till we finish our jewelry, it should be 5 seed. You have to be selecting 5 seed for that sand seed. Why that of okay, yes, 5 and 5 seed. Then you put it there again. Yes, the one at the middle, the sand bead at the middle of these 2 stone bead. This middle stone bead. Then collect your needle there. Then very good. Then you see it. Then after that, you have to connect your sand bead again, 5 again. 5. Then you pass it through, but this time around, now watch out, you will not pass it through one, no, but rather you have to pass it, because this is the last one. This is the last one on the with this. You have to pass it through 4 sand bead. Look at it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sand bead. You have to pass it through the 4 sand bead. You have to pass it through the 4 sand bead. Then for the, yes, you have seen it. This one is 5 5 5 5 5 5, while that of stone bead is 1 1. Then after passing it through that 4, then look at it again. To pass your stone bead, you have to count that 5 5 seed that you have been putting, that 5 5 bead, that you have been putting, the middle of that fine bead, the middle of that sand bead, that is where you are going to connect your fishing line again. After you might have put your stone bead, then after that one, move to another 5 5 sand bead. After that one, then connect your stone bead, put it inside the needle, and go to the extreme, the last place there. You will see that small bead there, then connect the bead there. Very good. Connect it there. Then you have seen it. Look at it. Look at it. Very beautiful. Then you have to start selecting your sand bead again. 5 5. You'll be doing it like that. 5. This one 5. The other one 1 1. This one 5. The other one 1 1. This is how we'll be doing it. Yes, 5. Then good. Then put it again. Put it again. 5 5. Yes. Then at the middle, the sand bead at the middle. Then put it there. Very good. Then yes. Then connect your seed bead, your sand bead. Then you pass it through 4 sand bead. Now this is 5. Pass it through 4. Watch it out. Look at it here. 4. 1 2 3 4. You have to pass it through the 4 sand bead. Then you have seen it. I'm just doing it small so that you can learn from it. Then very good. Now as you have locked this one, now you have to start from stone bead again. Then okay, that 5 5 that you have been put in the middle of the 5, which is 2 that by this side, 2 by this side, that remaining one at the middle, you have to pass your needle through it. Look at it. Very simple. Look at it. This is how you'll be doing it till you get your desired length. Look at it. You see it. You see it. See it. See it. See it. Like so. You have seen it, how it's going. It's growing, it's growing. We are doing it, we are doing it. Please subscribe and like my video. Yes, we are going, we are going. In my next tutorial, I'm going to teach how to put the 2-layer hook with the necklace. and also how to build the earring, how to make the earring. So that is it. I've seen it. Is it not fine?